Once you've peeled your carrot fully, completely, you will want to do an extra couple strips with your peeler down the same side. The way you have a flat end so your carrot does not roll on you. Saves your fingers. You don't want to over mince your scallions too much, or they will turn to green paste, and that's bad. With your garlic cloves, it's easier just to smash them. Don't be afraid, because when you smash them, all this nice oil comes out, and that's the garlic. Those are your minced up ingredients. We're combining our minced cabbage, carrots, green onions or scallions, and 3 garlic cloves. Just toss them gently, give it a good mix. Our spring rolls today, we're using firm tofu. Again, you can find this in any Asian supermarket. We're going to use half of this block. This is the equivalent of 6 ounces. You could also use any type of ground meat, ground pork, ground beef. Chicken would maybe a little hard, but we also have a pork spring roll that we serve that is delicious. So again, you just get in here once you have the tofu. It's kind of messy, but that's one of the pleasures of cooking. Mix it in to where you have a good consistency. You'll pretty much know when it's all mixed in. So now we're going to add our table ground black pepper and kosher salt. Now these ingredients vary by person since everybody has different tastes. So always taste and make sure it's good for you. We do our egg wash. Crack your egg. You want to separate your yolk from your white. You can save the white of the egg for baking, but for our intents and purposes today, we are not. And you simply scramble it around as if you're doing scrambled eggs at home. So now we are ready to roll. So now to start rolling, I'm going to take a dab of egg wash, place it on the cutting board. This helps your spring roll sheet adhere so you can pull on it and keep your spring rolls tight. Another little dab of egg wash on the top so it can seal it. Now depending on the size of spring rolls you want to make, depending on how much filling you want to place in. Now that we have our filling in, you want to form it in the shape of your spring roll just to get a head start on the rolling process. So now you bring up your back and hold your fingers. Pull towards you, and this is where you get your tightness. Then you fold your edges over kind of like an envelope. When you fold, you always want this line to be perpendicular or a little bit to the inside. It makes your ends look pretty. You fold your other end just like your envelope. So now we're going to fry our spring rolls. You can do this at home in a Dutch oven, since you will not have a restaurant style deep fryer. Fill your Dutch oven to where your spring rolls can float in the oil. Bring your oil up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and cook. You'll want to hold your spring roll under the oil, or else the top of it, which is in the air, will get soggy. This should take about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, it's been 3 to 4 minutes. The spring roll is nice and golden brown. Everything on the inside is ready to eat. So you're not really worried about it cooking, you just want the spring roll sheet to be extra crispy and golden brown. And there is your spring roll. We have a little piece of our excess cabbage, and I'm just going to cut it for garnish. And again, plating is like a painting. Do what you like. Where your fold ended, the point of your wonton skin, you do not want to cut on it because it's going to make your wonton come apart, or your spring roll come apart. So, what I'm going to do is just cut it diagonally. You can hear that nice crunch from our wonton skin. And then you can display the filling and the crispy wonton skin.
Today we just made our spring rolls. So now we're going to make our dipping sauce. Right here I have swishy vinegar, soy, limes, and ryu. Ryu you can find at your local Asian store. You're going to need a mixing bowl, whisk, and a knife. You're going to want to juice your limes. In this case, I'm only going to use 1.5. It's very strong flavor. You don't need that. I'm also going to need a very fine strainer. So I'm going to squeeze the limes into the strainer. And you want equal parts of soy and sushi vinegar. Take about 1 tablespoon of rice. Very easy process. They sit in the bottle. Now that we have our sauce, you can take the bottle to your table, or you can add it to any dish.